Now a murderer, I believe this, it's in their genes. And we got a lot of bad genes in our country right now.
It's really rich for Democratic leaders to say that Donald Trump is a unique threat to democracy when he peacefully gave over power, Hello,
everyone, it's QueenVLionz back to you with another video. This video pertains to the find out stage for persons who assumed that by electing the current administration would make things better. But before I get into my commentary, I would like to send my continued condolences and support to the families that were affected due to the 1/6 attack that occurred on our Capitol building on January 6, 2021. They include Brian Sicknick, who was unfortunately unalived during the 1/6 attack, though the medical examiner deemed it as a natural cause of multiple strokes. Following the 1/6 attacks in the days and months after the Capitol building insurrection, 4 more officers unfortunately lost their lives by unaliving themselves. They include Gunther, Hashida, Howard Liebengood, Kyle DeFreytag, and Jeffrey Smith. In addition, an estimated 140 officers were attacked either verbally or physically during the 1/6 attacks. In addition, the Capitol building was damaged over $1.5 million due to the insurrectionists passing feces, urine, and breaking property. In recent developments, Trump pardoned an estimated 1,500 rioters after swearing in last week. And with a stroke of a pen, all of those rioters were either pardoned or their sentences commuted. One of those insurrectionists included Andrew Tate of Texas, who was pardoned by Trump. He is now wanted by state authorities in Texas for allegedly soliciting a minor online. Tate was serving a 74-month sentence after pleading guilty in 2023 to 1 count of assault, resisting or impeding officers using a dangerous weapon, according to the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. Tate had already been on pre-trial release for a pending child solicitation case in Texas when he breached the Capitol with hundreds of other rioters, the U.S. Attorney stated, attacking officers with bear spray and a metal whip. He was caught after he told a woman he met on the dating app Bumble about his actions on January 6, who notified the FBI, Law and Crime reported. He was taken into federal custody in July 2021 and sentenced in June of last year. He was being held in custody at the federal prison in Colorado. On January 24, 2025, the Harris County DA's office in Texas confirmed that Tate is now wanted for allegedly soliciting a minor online in 2016 when he was 27. In an email to People magazine, the Harris County DA's office stated that prior to the pardon, the county sheriff's Fugitive Warrants Division had requested that federal authorities hold him in custody due to the outstanding warrant against him in Houston. Although a clerk faxed a copy of that warrant on January 15th, 2025, Take was released 5 days later in accordance with Trump's pardon order. Re-arresting individuals like Take, who were released with pending state warrants, will require significant resources, the statement continued. Now that we are already in the process of tracking Take down, as he must answer for 2016 charge of soliciting a minor online. Take allegedly solicited a person he believed to be younger than 17 years of age, expecting contact, according to court records obtained by the Houston Chronicle. The Harris County DA's office requested that the Federal Bureau of Prisons hold Take when he was released from prison, Law and Crime reports. Had Trump not pardoned Take, he would have remained in prison until 2027 and under supervised release until 2030. Take's attorney did not respond to people's requests for comment. Another insurrectionist making headlines is Matthew Huddle of Indiana. According to reports, Huddle was unalived during a traffic stop near Jasper Pulaski County lines on Sunday afternoon, January 26, 2025. A deputy with the Jasper County Sheriff's Department pulled Huddle's car over on State Road 14 at approximately 4:15 p.m. Indiana State Police stated the traffic stop led to the deputy attempting to arrest Huddle, but Huddle allegedly resisted and struggled with the officer. This altercation led to the deputy firing his weapon and unaliving Huddle. According to state police, Huddle was in possession of a weapon during the traffic stop. No additional details have been provided, however, about the altercation between Huddle and the deputy and what Huddle was being arrested for. Matthew Huddle was shown in Capitol Police surveillance footage from January 6, 2021. Federal sources confirmed with Fox 57 CBS 4 that Huddle was recently pardoned by Trump. Huddle and his uncle, Dale Huddle of Crown Point, were arrested for taking part in the January 6 U.S. Capitol riots. Matthew Huddle ended up being tracked down and arrested in Idaho. The FBI said Huddle was inside the Capitol for roughly 10 minutes, but remained on the Capitol grounds for several hours. I have no regrets. I will not say sorry, Dale Huddle stated about him and his nephew Matthew taking part in the riot. Both Huddles were sentenced for storming the Capitol. Matthew Huddle was sentenced to 6 months in federal prison, followed by 12 months on supervised release. His term ended on July 17, 2024, according to federal records. But Both Huddles were spared from the full consequences of their sentences after Trump issued a pardon to all Jan6 rioters. Matthew Huddle isn't the first Capitol riot to quickly face trouble after his pardon. Last week, a Florida man who took part in the 1/6 riot was arrested on federal weapons charges one day after being pardoned. Indiana police are leading the investigation into the police-involved shooting that ended with Matthew Huddle's unaliving. The deputy who pulled the trigger has been placed on leave during the investigation, as is standard policy. Now you will watch this brief flashback, and I will be back with my commentary.
The fifth, take the fifth. He won't say anything.
This is like Watergate, only it's worse. The mob takes the fifth.
Prior to his deposition, Trump weaponized his platform to attack A.G. James before his deposition. A day after, one of his followers took it upon himself to attacking the FBI building in Ohio. And you guessed it, he met his maker. This is one of his followers who was also at the Capitol building on 1/6 last year. Again, this man is a danger to society, and his words will cost your life. Y'all keep on playing. This is the same man that was given the option of having the FBI raid his house in plain clothes at 10 a.m. while he was in another state. The DOJ was more than patient because he had no business taking out those classified documents out of the White House in the first place. And the fact that the DOJ gave him more time to bring back the documents and he still refused. And America, we are currently witnessing the FO stage because you guys thought it was a joke during the last election cycle. This is not to shame anyone who voted for this, but you have to own this. Not even a week has passed since this quote-unquote executive order by this 34-time convicted felon. And already these insurrectionists, aka rioters, are causing havoc within our society. And now they're finding out that there are other charges prior to their insurrection charges. So, America, stop gaslighting us. It is not appropriate at this time. We told you, we warned you what would happen once the 34-time convicted felon liable for SA would do once he got in the White House. We told you this, but you refused to listen. You wanted to teach former VP Harris a lesson. You wanted to teach marginalized groups a lesson, only to harm yourselves and others in the process. And now we are in the find out stage. In the words of the former POTUS, Lyndon B. Johnson, he once stated, "If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. As we continue throughout this quote-unquote Trump 2.0, I want persons who are watching this video to realize for every action, there's a reaction. I will leave in the comments and description below for organizations and hotlines as it pertains to mental health services. Rest in peace, Gunther, Hashida, Howard Liebengood, Kyle DeFreytag, Jeffrey Smith, and Brian Sicknick. As always, we should never forget what occurred on 1/6/2021. This is America, and as always, please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.